Hey Saber fans, welcome back. This is Adam from Blue Force Sabers. So I have another Ultrasabers rebuild here. I did just finish this one the other day. It's going to be posted up on my Etsy site for sale. So this was originally was an Ultrasabers Overloard. So if you're not familiar with that saber, it's kind of just it's pretty plain. Ultrasabers make some solid sabers, but there's really nothing unique with them. So I like to take them, rework them, repaint them, redo all the electronics. Found this one on eBay a couple days ago, so I thought it has a really cool design to it, like, as far as the overall feel of it. So I really wanted to take it, dremel some damage in there, really weather it up, give it more of that dark Sith side look to it, and I think it came out pretty awesome. This is that gold and black paint pattern I've done on two other rebuilds that I did. This was just a stunt setup, so I gutted all the electronics out, did a couple other things to it, and really made it unique and special. That's something really cool you can do with these sabers, is you can take a really plain saber and really make it special to the person that owns it, so they really have a one-of-a-kind saber. It's kind of like my philosophy with the sabers I build, is that you really get something that's unique to you and something different that nobody else has. I think that's kind of important with a lightsaber, so you got that one of a kind saber that's meant just for you. So with this one, before I get into the design, I 3D print a custom chassis for these, so it houses all the electronics, so nothing slides around. This has a 28mm bass speaker, rechargeable battery. As you can see, a 16mm switch up here. Also has the bezel here to mount the switch in, and then I painted that as well to match the saber. With the chassis too, you get a 2.1mm recharge port and a gold kill key. I also painted the chassis as well, and we'll check that out once we get into the electronics inside. Verso Soundboard, so you get the cool smooth swing with that, and you get the full RGB too. So let's go over the design of the saber here. So as my other ones, I take these and I sand it down to take off some of the paint and rough it up so the paint adheres to it better. And then I go in and I dremel in all this weathered area, all these grooves and stuff like that, to really kind of make it stand out and give it more of that Sith look. I go in and paint it a flat black, and then this gold over top of it, and then go back in and sand out all the grooves and stuff like that to really give it a cool weathered look to it. So you can see up here in the emitter area, you have the RGB LED down there. Sits right around this area, so you get a nice, probably about 2 inches blade depth into it. So when you also insert your blade in here, you get this cool shine through here. And then I cut out this groove down into the emitter area, and then it follows back into these cutouts here too. So you have your blade retention screw here. With Ultrasabers, you usually don't get a retention for the LED, so I drilled and tapped the retention for that, so it locks the LED in place. Just more cuts and grooves in here. I've done this effect on a couple of my other sabers here, where I cut it in, I do this cuts around in circles and stuff like that. Just one of the cool designs I kind of try to do with it. Liked how it came out in my other ones, so I've been trying to follow that pattern. I think others really liked it too, so wanted to put it on this one too. But this came out really cool down too. It came kind of like a lightning effect, or I don't know, cracks and stuff like that, however you want to look at it. Really love this paint effect. Of course, you have your Covertech wheel, also painted to match the saber. This is a retention screw for the chassis, so it locks the chassis in place. Vented pommel, also weathered to match the entire design of the saber. So let's get into looking at the chassis and how you get to the electronics. So you're going to unscrew the pommel. Set that off to the side. Grab your Allen key, which should be included as well. Now I would hold the saber horizontal, so when you loosen up this retention screw a little bit, just the chassis just doesn't go falling out on you. So you don't have to take it all the way out, just make it loose enough. Here it slides out pretty easily. You have your bass speaker there, kill key, battery you have access to. Flip it around, also have access to your SD card, and that's about it. Pull the kill key. Also has a great deep sleep mode, so if you don't put this kill key back in, it'll eventually go into deep sleep mode, so it saves the battery as well. But putting the kill key in will obviously just cut off all power to the battery. So to put it back in, you just want to kind of line up the side here with this retention screw. Just going to slide it back in. Now it goes back in there a little bit. You'll see the grooves here for the pommel that screw into. You just want to kind of slide it past that a little bit. You got plenty of room in there. Tighten down the retention screw. You'll feel a little tension in there. And then you can see that it's locked in there now. Slide the pommel back on here. Hit the switch. There you go. So you get that cool illumination through there. Smooth swing. Flash on clash. Double press. Switch to the colors. So pretty simple, straightforward board, but it's awesome. This is has the most recent update to it. And I know they're working on more updates for the board, so there'll probably be more fixes and stuff like that coming out down the road. Maybe a Flash on Clash, Blaster, who knows. But as it stands right now, it's an awesome, great, straightforward board. Love the smooth swing. Never used a smooth swing board before, or Saber. You're definitely going to fall in love with it. That's definitely one of my favorite features out of all the Sabers, is that smooth swing. It really just makes it so more realistic. So there you go. So that is the Ultrasabers Rebuild. Really happy the way this one came out. I hope you do as well. Always check back, subscribe to the channel. Always got more Sabers coming out and new ideas. And as always, take care and God bless.